A few days ago, I was able to play a short demo for a really unique mechanical puzzle game, and I've got a ton of thoughts about it. Unfortunately, the demo was only up until yesterday, but no worries because I'm going to fill you in on everything you need to know about Mechanical Sunset. First and foremost, this is absolutely a game for people who like pushing buttons and seeing what they do. It's also a very dark game, but it's definitely not a horror title. The story for this one is you're an engineer who lives in this walking city of machines, which is home to thousands of other robots. Things are going wrong and breaking down, and there's something about a temporal apocalypse. So you'll have to use your wits and maybe a bit of trial and error to fix this whole mess. And apologies if any of my own footage is nauseating or just not the best quality. OBS doesn't always cooperate with me. I'm extremely curious to learn more about this city, but we do already know a tiny bit about its lore. The city of machines wanders restlessly through the barren wastes. Ever onward, the city chases Optimum, the last fleeting oasis of time left in the world. A little bit cryptic, but nonetheless, I'm very intrigued. While I've never played anything quite like Mechanical Sunset, there are a few games that it does remind me of. First is Stray, mainly due to the city's unique robotic citizens and their interesting personalities. The dialogue also reminds me a little bit of Subsurface Circular, and the dark atmosphere with tons of wires and machines all around feels a little bit like Observer without all the scary bits. Now let's talk about gameplay. Mostly it's walking around, talking to robots, and pushing buttons. The puzzles in the demo were very simple and were mostly designed to introduce you to this strange world. At one point, I was looking for a key that someone had dropped into the water below. It was super dark down there, and I had no idea what this key was supposed to look like or how big it would be. But this simple task really made me feel like I was part of this world, and wandering around in the dark somehow felt right. I also appreciated the slower pace of this opening section because these mundane tasks I was doing were surrounded by a much larger story. This made the city feel more real and the sense of impending doom more imminent. I can definitely tell that the devs at Gumlin Games are extremely into machinery and engineering, and it seems like these puzzles could get pretty complicated. However, I am glad that they decided to keep things simple for the demo. There's a scanner feature which helps you identify which machines are connected and powered and what exactly everything does. But basically, if you see it, you can press it. Every button, lever, and valve in the world can be interacted with and has a connection to the machinery running in the background. But it might be best to go into your lever pulling spree with a plan because not everything is going to be related to the current goal. Let's just say that less careful players may end up breaking the machinery and have to rely on alternative solutions. Although I do enjoy my fair share of tinkering, what I liked doing most in Mechanical Sunset was talking to all the different robots. Some are more helpful than others, but they all give you little bits of info about the city of machines. I really like this Bethesda-style face zoom that happens whenever you initiate a conversation. It seems like a lot of this dialogue will end up being optional, so you can choose to help these robots with extra tasks and get hints from them, or just try to figure out things on your own. All in all, I think Mechanical Sunset is a unique game to keep an eye on. I'm hoping they put out an updated demo sometime in the future so more people are able to check it out. There's no release date for this one yet, but I would imagine that it'd come to PC at first and maybe to consoles later down the road. But if you'd like to learn more about this one, you can join the Gumlin Games Discord server and check out some of their behind-the-scenes devlogs. And here's a special little Easter egg of sorts for those of you who stuck this video out to the end. After you complete the demo, you're able to explore this interactive museum which walks you through some of the game's tech and how it was created. I never knew I needed to visit a virtual museum, but this was a super cool way to give interested players a little bit more info before they shut down the game, and it's something I'll be sure to remember about this one. Until next time, why not check out some other cool games?